is uncertain. Joining us now is Texas Republican Congressman Michael McCaul, ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Good morning to you, Congressman. Even Mitch McConnell saying he can't even, personally, he said he could not handicap the outcome in the Senate. What do you think happens with a vote in the Senate on this?
Well, I can't predict the Senate, but I mean, the question is there an emergency down at the border? And I can't imagine anybody making argument that there is none. We have all these family units coming up. We have drugs pouring over into the United States, human traffickers. The numbers are going up down there. We do have an emergency. President Obama called it an emergency in the prior administration. And I think the president is within his rights under the law that Congress passed to declare this an emergency declaration and put monies down to secure our border.
Well, you say you can't imagine who would vote against the president's decision to do this. Here are the 13 Republicans in the House who voted to block the national emergency. You can look for yourself: Justin Amash, Thomas Massey, Brian Fitzpatrick, and others. 13 of them there. This goes on for a vote in the Senate. We already know Collins, Murkowski, Tillis are among the Republicans in the Senate who are going to back the Democrats' measure to do this. One more could obviously be a problem. So I leave you with that. What does their vote mean then?
Well, I think obviously it has to pass the Senate first, and if we can block it in the Senate, then there's no issue. If it does pass the Senate, then it goes to the president's desk. He'll veto it, and I think based on the numbers I saw last night, we would have a veto proof. We would be able to sustain the president's veto in that case. So I don't think this is going to go forward. I think it's a political stunt by the Democrats.
All right, we'll leave that there. You are the ranking member now of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. A big moment is happening on the world stage with Kim Jong-un and President Trump in Hanoi, Vietnam. Can the president walk away with a victory for the United States when it comes to denuclearizing North Korea?
I think the administration's been very clear-eyed with a healthy amount of skepticism, lowering expectations. I don't think, as President Pompeo said we'll probably get 60% of what we want. I don't think they're going to walk away and North Korea is going to dismantle their entire nuclear program. But I do think there will be signs of progress. I think they're looking at how do you define denuclearization? Number one, they look at it as the South Korea on the peninsula. We look at it as North Korea. I think that we're going to look at, can we inspect all of your sites? And also the map moving forward. I think another thing that's going to happen is you're going to see diplomatic offices potentially open up in both North Korea and the United States, which would be a positive development in terms of communicating. I always think it's good to have a conversation between world leaders. It's important, Sandra, to point out also that they have played 3 prior administrations with lies and deceits. We've made concessions to the point now where they have intercontinental ballistic missiles with the capability to hit the United States of America. So we have to engage because the stakes are just too high.
Congressman Michael McCaul, great to talk to you as they wrap day 1 over there in Hanoi. We'll see how it continues, and I know you're looking for signs of progress. Nice to have you on the program this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Sandra.